If you're looking for a palm for your garden, these are 6 of my best choices. Tough, hardy palms that grow well in our summers and also do well in all but the most severe winters. So let's get started. Firstly, these are Trachycarpus wagnerianus, or Waggy. And as you can see here, they look great either side of a path. These are a very tough, very hardy palm that grows pretty quickly too. The crown remains quite compact, around 2 or so meters across. So like other Trachycarpus, they've only got one growing point, but this is a palm great for windier spots. Those leaves stay this beautiful dark green colour. This is a great choice for your first palm, and I've done videos all about it. So this is a fantastic palm for some exotic evergreen structure in your garden. It's easy to think that a tropical style garden, it's all about the summer, but these Waggies, they'll look great in December and great in July. They're one of my favourite palms and they're so easy to grow. Just plant them in good soil, don't let them dry out in summer. The more water you give them in summer, the better, but these are fantastic for a sunny spot or a slightly shadier garden. Next up, we've got Trachycarpus fortunei, the Waggy's bigger brother. This one is a similar looking palm. It's got the same trunk, grows again about a foot of trunk a year, but this one has even bigger leaves. Unlike the Waggy then, with its very stiff fan-like fronds, the Trachycarpus fortunei, they definitely have a more relaxed look to them, but this is a very, very tough palm. Even hardier than the Waggy, this is a palm that grows very quickly and it's very adaptable in UK gardens. As you can see, this one's just finished flowering, but they have an amazing display in around sort of April to June time. Beautiful yellow flowers. They're a fantastic palm for creating a jungle effect, great for exotic borders, and great if you just want one plant in your garden with real impact. But don't think you have to spend loads of money and buy a large established one like this. They grow really well from small plants. Give them a few years to settle in and then they'll be racing away, again growing a foot of trunk a year. So very easy, very hardy, don't let them dry out in summer and they'll do just fine for you. Next up we've got Camrops, the dwarf Mediterranean fan palm, and this one is a Vulcano. As you can see, it's a smaller palm. This one is slower growing, and unlike the Trachycarpus, it also has a suckering habit, which means that other plants can pop up around the base there, so you get more of a bushy look. You can prune the old fronds back like this, but again, like the Trachycarpus, like all palms, they've only got one main growing point. You can't chop that off and expect it to grow. But this is a great palm if you've got a drier garden. Again, they're great for coastal gardens because these leaves, they're very stiff, very, very tough. It's a fantastic palm for pots, this one. Because it grows slower and it's used to more arid Mediterranean conditions, it fares better in pots than the Trachycarpus do. And I think these are beautiful. There's several different versions available, including Cerifera, which has got really bluey silver fronds. But I think Vulcano is one of my favourites. It just looks so neat. Great in a modern garden, great in an exotic garden. Whatever your style, I think there's room for a Shamrops. And here is the standard Shamrops or Camrops humilis. As you can see, the leaves are a little bit bigger, but it's still a beautiful looking thing. If you're planting a row with Trachycarpus or a group of them, this is a great palm to plant in between. Because it grows slower, it provides an understory of green. Very, very tough and very, very beautiful. If you like the look then of these fan palms, the Trachycarpus fortunei and Waggies, but you want something a little bit more unusual, then the next palm is one for you. This then is a Brahea armata, a beautiful Mexican blue Hesper palm, a fantastic silvery blue fan palm. This one is a little bit slower growing than the Trachycarpus, maybe not quite as hardy, and it perhaps needs a more sunny and well-drained spot. But if you can provide that, this is really a palm with impact. Just imagine how that'll look as the lights dip in at the end of the day with some amazing coloured lighting on it. It would really look something special. And if you really want to grow a Mediterranean style or exotic garden with impact, then this is a great way of carrying on that silver theme. Maybe a little bit slower growing, maybe not quite as hardy, but definitely worth growing. If you like the silver blue colour then, but want to try something even more exotic, then a Boutea odorata has got to be at the top of the list. This is a feather palm, which basically means it's got pinnate leaves, which literally, rather than look like a fan, look like a feather. This is a palm that's not entirely hardy in all of the UK, but if you live in a more sheltered environment on the south coast or around one of the bigger cities, I've got a couple growing at home. They might need protection in colder winters, but it's certainly worth it. This is a massive palm, so it's certainly a bigger prospect than the smaller fan palms, but if you want something with impact, You literally can't get much better than this. This one is a silvery blue, as is this beauty over here, sending out those huge flowers. Over here, you can see a form with more olive matte green leaves. Either way, they look fantastic. And here, in a mixed exotic border, they have real impact. But even if you just had a couple of these, one either side of your driveway, just think how amazing that would look. So if you live in a more sheltered environment in the UK, definitely take a chance and plant one of these beauties. If you live in a colder area then, chances are Butea might be a step too far, and certainly Phoenix canariensis might not be a long-term choice. This is the feather palm to go for. This is a Jubea chilensis, probably my favourite cold hardy palm. They get huge. This is a plant that the trunk alone can be over 1.5 meters wide. Those fronds can get over 3 meters long, so it certainly gets big. It can get tall as well, but if you want a tough hardy palm, yes, it's slow growing, but it's certainly going to be a beauty you'll enjoy for years to come. As a bonus choice, this is Butea eriopatha, or eriopatha, not entirely sure how you pronounce it. This is one that I grow at home. It's quite hard to get hold of, but you might find that it's actually easier to grow than Odorata. So if you want something very fast growing with these sort of beautiful olive coloured leaves, this is a great choice. But whichever palm you go for, whether it's a very easy and very reliable Trachycarpus or something more exotic like a feather palm, they're certainly a very easy and undemanding choice for your garden. And if you want to know more, check out my other videos. I've got loads of care guides, how to grow palms, as well as different comparison videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.